Hey everyone, CUBING here, and today I'll be answering one of my most asked questions, and that is, what can I do to film a cubing video and how can I make it better? I'll go over the basics of what you need to think about and cover and look out for, and how to make them the best that they can be. Of course, if you've got any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them immediately. Feel free to take notes as well and stop and pause throughout the video, as I think you might find some nice juicy words of advice through here. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to go over 5 different topics which I've sort of worked out to be the most important and relevant to think about when filming a video, and this pretty much covers all the aspects. These are editing, lighting, your filming / the angle, sound, and what to actually talk about in the video. Let's start with editing first. I get so many questions about editing. I personally use Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a paid editing software which you get through the Adobe suite. This personally for me is just great and has all the tools that I need to make my videos the best that they can be. I dare say most of you won't have that, however, and it is kind of expensive, so you probably don't want to pay for it. It really doesn't matter like what software you use, as long as you're just able to do the basics, like make cuts, maybe put some text over the top, and have a few layers which you can use for video and for audio. iMovie is a very popular one and is used by even the likes of CUBING Encoded and CubeSolve Hero as well, I'm pretty sure. It's very straightforward, easy to use, and I'm pretty sure all of us have used iMovie at least once in our lives. DaVinci Resolve is also another really great free editing software that doesn't have a watermark. A lot of people use this and it's really good for color grading. Some professionals even use this software, so you know it's pretty good. Other than that, I honestly don't really know too many other free editing softwares, sorry. But I mean, those are definitely the 2 that I recommend. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but whatever you use, don't have a watermark. Don't use one with a watermark. Whenever I see a video with a watermark, I literally click away instantly. So keep that in mind. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just being able to do the basics. If you use anything else other than iMovie or DaVinci Resolve, let me know in the comments below. Another aspect is lighting, and this is where things can get a little bit tricky and you have to get pretty creative. Lighting's one of the most, if not the most important aspects when filming a video. Having good lighting versus bad lighting can make the difference between whether someone watches past the first 8 seconds of the video or not. When lighting a video, you don't need to overcomplicate it that much. It can be nice and simple. Avoid harsh lights that create a shadow. That's like the one thing you don't want, is a shadow in your video. Try to look for a shadow in mine. Try to use a lot of natural light as well. Filming by a window is great for this. And try to keep your light even. You'll notice on earlier videos of mine, even towards the end of last year, I only lit one side of my face, but now that I've got a bit of a better lighting setup, I've redone it a little bit, it looks so much better now. In terms of what to actually use, try film by a window if you can, because that's going to provide you with the best light you can. A ceiling light might also work sometimes. They can be a bit harsh and create lots of shadows, but if you've got a good one, then that would definitely be really good to use in your videos. Okay, and so now the actual filming / angle of the video. So the biggest part of filming a video is filming it. I get a lot of questions about this, but it doesn't really matter what camera you use. I know you've heard this hundreds of times. JPerm, the biggest cubing YouTuber, still uses his phone to film his videos. I only use a fancy camera because I have one. If you have one and you know how to use it, then by all means do it, of course, but for 99% of you, your phone will do just as well. As for the angle and way to film it, then that really depends on what sort of video you're filming. For a lot of videos, having stills with a voiceover and some B-roll over the top works a treat, it's perfect. For the angle, feel free to get creative. However, I personally recommend a 45-degree angle clearly showing the cube and the timer. It'll work best as well if the camera is just a bit higher than head height. As for filming that, obviously a tripod will work best, but I doubt most of you will have a tripod. So what you can do as well is get really creative and stack like a chair with some books on top of that, and then get a cup and put your phone in the cup. It doesn't even have to be facing horizontally, it can be filming vertically. Then you can literally just rotate the film afterwards from your camera roll. When filming B-roll, do your best to get some still shots and keep the camera steady. Okay, sound. Sound is one of the most important aspects of filming. Try not to record in an echoey room, and also deeply consider purchasing a microphone if you want to actually take your videos somewhere. I'm currently using the blue Snowball Ice Black, which only cost me about 80 bucks. It's a pretty reasonable price, however, an incredible investment. This is the camera audio versus the microphone audio. Can you see the difference? What would you want to listen to? Like, seriously, get a microphone, it'll do marvels. And then the last thing is what to actually talk about in your videos. This is a pretty straightforward topic. Let's say you're filming a review on a cube, then pretty much just talk about what you would want to know of the cube. Write up a script beforehand and think about any questions that you might have about the cube or what someone else might have, and make sure that you answer them in the video. When I'm writing a review, I always have a guideline or checklist that I go over to make sure I can include everything I need to. Of course, keep it short, sharp, and shiny. No one wants to hear you talk for 2 minutes about the corner cutting of a cube. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and that this can help you with your own. Make sure if you've got any questions at all that you leave a comment and I'll answer them as quickly as I can for you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys again next week with another video, and until then, happy cubing.